Good afternoon. Thank you for being here this afternoon. My name is Pam Grooms, and I am the choral director and music education mentor for the music program here at Lindenwood. I'd like to say a few things about Luke before he begins his senior recital. The senior recital is the culminating performance for all of our music education majors and our performance majors to kind of just allow themselves to take all that they've learned and all they've worked on to make sure that they are showing what all of the things that they've learned and having that one last performance before they move on to, in Luke's case, the world of music education. I've known Luke since he got here his freshman year, and it's been fun to watch him grow. Although I'm the choir person and he is an instrumental major, he also is getting his vocal endorsement, so I've gotten to work with him both as an instrumentalist through musicals and other extra opportunities with choir concerts, and as well as singing in my choirs. And so it's been fun to watch him grow as a trombonist, as a bass guitarist, as a baritone, now a tenor. He always looks for ways to learn and new things to learn about his craft. Some of the things that he's done that I don't want to read his bio because he did a great job of that, but a couple of highlights. It's no small thing to be a member of the all-collegiate jazz band, and he was a member of that. He was selected to be in that band for the 2022-23 academic year. That only comes around every 4 years. And he had to audition for a place in that particular band, and that's an invaluable experience for not just musicality and music training, but also networking with other music educators while you're at that conference. In addition to that, Luke has done many things to kind of hone his teaching ability. One of those is he's now teaching beginning band for the St. Dominic Regional Band Program, so he's teaching little ones how to play their instruments. He also is a theory tutor here at Lindenwood this year and is helping our theory students with ear training and their harmony and analysis work. In addition to that, Luke has a work ethic that has just made him who he is. I tell my students, really, success in music is not 100% talent. It's really 80% work ethic. And then if you have some talent, that helps too. Luke has both. And it's been a joy to work with him. It's wonderful to have somebody who might just come by the office and check on all the faculty. Hey, you need anything done? How can I help? He's the go-to guy, and it's been really wonderful for us to have that in Luke. He's one of our go-to people if we need an ambassador or someone to represent the music program, because he represents us well. He enjoys the program. He talks positively to incoming students and prospective students, and we really appreciate the badge of loyalty that he has to our music program. On a personal note, it has been my privilege to mentor him both as a future music educator and as a performer, as he's gigging and playing and performing, and just as a future colleague in the music education business. I am privileged to work with some fine students, and Luke is definitely one of the finer students that I've had the privilege to work with. I know you're going to enjoy this recital. Without further ado, Luke Juergensmeyer.
and welcome to my senior recital. That first piece was a tune called Elegy for Mippy 2, sorry, written by Leonard Bernstein. You may know his work from West Side Story. He wrote that musical. Also, this piece was written for his brother. His brother's dead daughter. This next piece, we will have Reagan Griesel joining me on stage. It is a trombone and digital accompaniment piece, trombone duet, called Red Spain, written by Niccolo Ferro. So, Reagan Griesel. This is going to be a more classical work called Sonatina by Kazimierz Sirachi. Words are hard. And joining me on stage will be Professor Connor Scott, the new Director of Choral Activities from Lindenwood University. He'll be playing piano for me. So next up, we have a piece called T-Rex. Who knows if the T is for trombone or Tyrannosaurus? Could be the dinosaur. Could be the best musical instrument. I'm thirsty, sorry. This is another digital track and trombone piece, so there will be an accompaniment playing with me. However, this track was made completely from trombone sounds, affected in certain ways. Sometimes it's like a little bell flick, or sometimes it's on a mouthpiece. But all the noises were made by trombone and then digitally affected. All right, so we have one last song today to play. But before I do that, I like to say some thank yous. Let me get it all set so I'm not moving around as I do this. First of all, I would like to thank all of the production team for helping out today, led by Professor Adam Donahue. Without them, we wouldn't have these tracks happening, and we wouldn't have all of these other aspects, like this is getting recorded, so I can show people if they're not here today. So thank you to them. I'd also like to thank Austin Van Winkle, who's up there in the lighting booth doing all these lights. This is insane stuff that I have no clue how to do, and he's been a huge help through this process and also all of Concert Week with all the lights. So can we give Austin a round of applause? I'd also like to thank all of my professors here. Professor Grooms, who introduced me, has been a tremendous influence on my life, and it's been amazing working with her. Dr. Boots, who's over here, sitting just over here, he's been the director of the wind ensemble for this past year, and it's been amazing working with him. I see some of my past and current trombone teachers in the crowd, Dr. Matt Horman, Professor Gary Brandis, and Professor John Sorson, all amazing trombone teachers who have helped me along the way to making this music happen today. Can we give them those hands? Also, I can't talk about my teachers without talking about the teachers that got me to Lindenwood. I have Mr. Greg Sissel, Mr. Larry Johnson, and Miss Jennifer Daner over here. Mr. Sissel and Mr. Johnson were my high school band directors, were amazing, and Miss Daner was the middle school band director for me of the program that I now currently teach. So it's been awesome teaching in the program that I grew up in, and she taught me trombone. So can we give them? I'll save the best thank you for last. Thank you for all of you guys for being here today and supporting me. Give yourselves a round of applause. People backstage, help me. And last but not least, I would like to thank my family for supporting me all these years. I figured out I've been playing the trombone for 12 years, which is longer than some of my students have been alive. And my family has supported me through all of it. They bought me trombones, paid for music, paid for school. And it's all thanks to my parents right here, so if they could stand. Mission accomplished. I made my mom cry. Now for our last piece, this is a song called A Song for Japan. It's a beautiful tune written in like 2012 after some tsunamis hit Japan. It's actually a charity work which was created to raise money to support them. And joining me on stage are some of my best friends in the world. These were all the people over here when I got here in Lindenwood. And we made a group called The Lives, and hopefully we start gigging soon and play some cool music, but today we'll play a song for Japan. That's all. Go home.